Hey guys, it's Saga from TechWorks. OnePlus has done it again. Just like they did with the OnePlus 3, they went ahead and launched the OnePlus 5T just 5 months after the OnePlus 5 came out. 5T is actually just an incremental update over the OnePlus 5. In this video, we will see what all has changed and what has not. If you have just purchased the OnePlus 5, keep watching to find out whether you should upgrade to the 5T or not. But before we get any further, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the amazing videos coming up on this channel. Let us start with the obvious point, price. Here in India, 5T comes at the same price at which the OnePlus 5 did. 32,999 rupees for the 6GB RAM and 64GB storage variant and 37,999 rupees for the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage variant. Now this is a very good news for someone who is looking to get the 5T. But for someone who just got the OnePlus 5 at the launch, or maybe even just a few weeks back at this price, this is not a very good news. The design and build of the 5T is not that different than the OnePlus 5. The overall look of the device is same, and it is just a few millimeters taller than the OnePlus 5. The first major difference between both these phones is the size of the display. OnePlus 5 had a 5.5-inch AMOLED display with 16:9 aspect ratio and large bezels at the top and bottom. OnePlus 5T now has a 6-inch AMOLED display with 18:9 aspect ratio and a lot smaller bezels all around. This bigger display still has a Full HD resolution of 2160 by 1080 pixels, but it looks really good. This bigger display is great for consuming media and playing games. Since the display covers up most of the front of this new phone, the fingerprint sensor had to be moved to the back. I am not a huge fan of the fingerprint sensor placement at the back, but if it has to be placed at the back, this is the right placement and not what Samsung has been doing with the flagship devices this year. Fingerprint sensor on the 5T is just as fast and accurate as before. It also gets a few new gestures to make navigating on this large display a bit easier. If you think that the fingerprint sensor on the back is not very convenient, you also get the face unlock feature on the 5T. It is not as secure as on Apple's iPhone X, but it is definitely a lot faster than that of the iPhone X. This is a really nice feature, and it is so fast that you barely see the lock screen on the 5T anymore. It can get a bit frustrating if you just want to glance at the notifications, but do we really want to complain that one of the features on a smartphone is too fast? I don't think so. On the OnePlus 5, you had capacitive navigation buttons below the display. You had a choice to use those buttons or the on-screen navigation buttons. With the OnePlus 5T, you no longer have that choice. The bezel below the display is really small, so we don't have any capacitive navigation buttons, just the on-screen navigation buttons. And just as on all OnePlus devices, you can customize these buttons and even assign different functions for double pressing or long pressing these buttons on both these phones. Another major change that OnePlus made with the 5T is replacing the telephoto lens with a normal lens. OnePlus 5 had a 16 megapixel camera with 24mm lens and f1.7 aperture, and a 20 megapixel secondary camera with 36mm lens and f2.6 aperture. Whereas on the 5T, you now have a 16 megapixel camera with f1.7 aperture and the secondary 20 megapixel camera again with a wide f1.7 aperture. Both of them also have similar 27mm lenses. You can still take 2x images with the 5T, but they are not optically zoomed in like on the OnePlus 5, and they are now just digitally zoomed in. The camera performance on the 5T is a bit better than the 5, but it is not a huge improvement. Here are a few samples from both these phones, and you can see that there is not a huge difference between these images. Ones taken in lower light with the 5T are slightly more detailed and sharper. Portrait mode images are definitely better from the 5T, and they are no longer cropped in like the ones from the OnePlus 5 are. These have been the things that have changed between the OnePlus 5 and 5T, but the internal hardware is same on both these phones. They both have Snapdragon 835 processor, Adreno 540 GPU, 6 or 8GB of RAM, 64 or 128GB of built-in storage, and a 3300 mAh non-removable battery. They also come with the same dash charger, which is one of my most favorite feature of the OnePlus smartphones. Since the internals are all same on both these phones, you get a similar smooth performance that you might expect from devices with such flagship internals. So to sum it up, here are things that are similar on both these phones. Full metal back, similar overall design, processor, GPU, RAM, storage, battery capacity, dual SIM support, and the software. And here are things that have changed on the OnePlus 5T. 6-inch display with 18:9 aspect ratio and smaller bezels. Fingerprint sensor is moved to the back. Gesture controls on the fingerprint sensor. Super fast face unlock. No capacitive navigation buttons. And a slightly improved set of dual cameras at the back. With all these changes and improvements, it is clear that the OnePlus 5T is a better smartphone of the two. But if you just purchased the OnePlus 5 in the last few months, there is not enough reason for you to upgrade to the OnePlus 5T. I mean, unless if you absolutely need the bigger display and the latest smartphone that the company has to offer. That being said, if you are looking to get a new smartphone and live in a country where the OnePlus 5 is still being sold until the stock lasts, I would suggest you to go with the OnePlus 5T. If you do decide to get this smartphone, I will appreciate if you get it from the links in the description section. It helps the channel a lot at no extra cost to you. That is it for this video, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for more quality tech videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos from this channel. This has been Sagar, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.